Alrighty, what's up here with the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and welcome to a brand new Loud House episode review. Today, I know I'm wearing Cappy and the Superman shirt for a Loud House video, but who the hell cares? This actually doesn't really give me good lighting, but my hair doesn't really look good with my shirt, with Cappy off either. So yeah. It's basically a lose-lose situation. So let's get started, shall we? There's not only do I want to not only do I want to talk about how great the episode was, but I also want to talk about some like behind the scenes stuff, and that most of you probably do know, and where there's other things people probably don't know actually. Now, I'll let you know that right now. One behind the scenes thing in particular, I don't think anybody realized, which I'll get to at the end of the video. But now, what do I think of this episode? Let me think. I thought it was an absolute blast, and I freaking loved this episode. I thought it was just freaking fantastic. It's the fourth half-hour special, and probably the best half-hour special so far, and definitely has become one of my favorite episodes already. And because the half-hour wait, my phone's trying to bother me. The half-hour specials, they never ever disappoint, and it's just always a real treat to see what happens in these half-hour specials, and I just can just never get enough of them. I'm not sure what the next one will be, but let's talk about, I don't know, I'm just gonna say random things, like not in a specific order as to all the things that I loved about the episode. I'm just kind of going all over the place here. Again, I don't have scripts for these types of videos, even though I really, really should. Now, this episode actually takes place mostly outside of the Loud House itself, their actual home. And I don't think very many episodes do this. And this episode happens to be the first one in which the entire Loud family is on the title card. The kids and the parents, all of them, all 13 of them. And the title card looks really cool. Like, I'm looking at it up close, and yeah, all kinds of shit going on with the title card. and that's a good segue into me talking about how this episode, the premise of it is that everything that can go wrong goes wrong for the family while trying to go on their vacation, which actually makes this episode similar to a National Lampoon's Vacation, actually. The wiki happened to point that out, and I'm like, oh yeah, there are similarities to that actually. And now, when I first watched this episode back when it leaked on Star Wars Day of all things, I loved the episode from the get-go. However, I felt kind of like sad because I was like, I feel so bad for what's happening to the Loud family. But then my second viewing, I loved the episode even better, and I was able to like translate their misadventures that they were going through in the episode into I realized how much of an absolute delight it is for the viewer, and all the things that happen to them in this episode are just off the wall insane, like even for this show. And I've seen one person on Twitter, some said that this should have been like the plot for the movie. And I'm like, well, I suppose that would have been fine, but did this episode need to be the movie? I don't think so. I mean, it's a great half-hour special. Like I said, my favorite and probably the best so far. And these half-hour specials are only going to get better as the series goes on. So, I'm not sure what else to say before I get on to this next topic. What may be my favorite part about the whole episode, the new song featured in it, Road Trip Blues. That song has to be my favorite song in the entire series so far. I freaking love it. And my second viewing, I was actually able to watch it online. And after the song played for the first time, I'm like, well, I'm able to rewind it. Let's rewind it so I can listen to it a second time, 2 times in a row. Cause yeah, when I listen to music, I usually like to listen to a song at least twice in a row before I switch to the next song. Kind of went on a tangent right there, but that's how much I love this song. It's just freaking brilliant. I absolutely am it. I'm in love with this song, and it's probably my favorite part. Like I said, probably my favorite part about the whole episode. And I just can't stop gushing about that. Most of the half-hour specials so far have had songs featured in them, and like I said. And they all just do, the Laugh Family and the cast members themselves do great performances with the song itself. And, you know, in universe, like, I don't know how they were able to have come up with something on the spot like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not metaphorical either. Most songs in cartoons are metaphorical, or most songs in anything are metaphorical. But this song wasn't, so I don't know how the Laugh Family was able to rehearse so quickly and come up with something so darn quickly. And how and now some of the family members can play instruments now, unlike in house music, where they have most of them couldn't even play instruments aside from Luna. But that was sort of retcon, and that was just kind of one of those spur-of-the-moment cartoon things that happens in cartoons. But all that aside, even though I don't know how they're able to rehearse a song this amazing in like not a lot of time, I absolutely freaking love it. And the jokes in this episode are just top notch too. And yeah, there's one new character introduced. His name, what the hell is his name? His name is Jerry Kling, voiced by none other than Carlos Alazraqui. He's been involved with the show a little bit, and he voices one of the Casagrandes, actually. And excuse me, wow. And he voiced a couple of other characters in this episode, actually, but and I don't really know what else to say in terms of what I loved about the episode. Now, like I said, I guess I can end this part off by saying this episode was, like I said, an absolute blast to watch, and it was extremely enjoyable. It also made me laugh out loud too. Like the things the characters said and the things that happened, and all the running gags in this episode, like I said, were just brilliant. And my lower back is starting to hurt sitting in this wooden chair. But yeah, I don't have shades to wear for the video, unfortunately. But a new meme from this episode spawned with Lily wearing glasses and looking all pouty. Yeah, back when the episode first leaked. Now, this episode leaked on, I think, like I said, on Star Wars Day. Because Amazon screwed up with, not Amazon screwed up, Nickelodeon screwed up by failing to let Amazon know that they're not supposed to air the episode yet, and then without having any knowledge, Amazon uploaded the episode to their website, thinking that was okay, and then Amazon comes to find out afterwards that the episode hasn't aired yet, and Amazon is like, well, nothing else we can do. We'll just leave the episode up for people to watch, I guess. It's happened like 4 times so far. And apparently there's something else very interesting. You know how we thought that the season 3 premiere was Roadie to Nowhere? It was the first season 3 episode to air on Nickelodeon, or to air at all. However, this episode right here, Tripped, is actually the season premiere. Yes, if you go on the wiki right now, if you go on the Lighthouse wiki and look up this episode, it's actually technically the season premiere. in terms of production order, and was actually the very first episode produced for 2018. So, what I don't understand is, why didn't they make this the season premiere? Like, why didn't they air this first? Nickelodeon has had a terrible habit with the Loud House every so often, like, airing episodes out of order. Like, I really don't understand why Nickelodeon has done that. There's been too many behind-the-scenes fuck-ups on Nickelodeon's part with this show. So, yeah, that's it with that. Although, that's pretty much all I have to say. I give the episode, I think it's a perfect episode. I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. 10 Sisters out of 10. You know how I feel about it by now. So, yeah, I highly, highly recommend this episode to watch. Hell, I even recommend it as a first episode. If you've never seen the series before, watch this episode. And you might get a great understanding of how the characters are in this episode. My first episode was Link or Swim, but the episode I watched that to where I learned about the characters for the first time was Under Pressure. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Now, as usual, there's all kinds of references. I'm not gonna mention all of them. Like, not even close. If you want to see all the references for yourself, go check out the Loud House wiki and look up this episode, and you'll be able to find even more fun facts and more reference information on the actual wiki webpage. But that is it for this review. If you like this review, then don't forget to subscribe. And let me know what you thought I can't even talk. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section below. If you loved it, or even if you disliked it, please let me know what your thoughts are on the episode in the comment section below. I would love to hear your guys' opinion. And be sure to check me out on the Loud TV YouTube channel, where I, along with many other Loud House people in the community, are taking part in this little project where we review every single episode in the series. So the first episode I reviewed for that project was Get the Message. So I had to do it in a bit of a different format than how I do it in my personal reviews, but go check out that series if you haven't already on the YouTube channel Loud TV. They also upload some clips from episodes, like very short clips of things from the show. But that is it for me. I'm Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jones. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Sorry that this video is so late in the night. I just got off work late and I was doing other things, and also stay tuned for even more Loud House episode reviews. There's actually more new episodes next week. I think. I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.